Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the Blue Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
But with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Running back with the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Blue Devils. as they claim a lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick route. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it again. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job. Gave the quarterback time. They convert. And listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
First down, looking to throw the football. And the receiver's got it. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the run, it's Sutton. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Caught over the middle. It's Sutton. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Try and muscle for the first down. They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on 3rd down. Impressive, and now they got a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. Grab down the middle. It's Adams. Touchdown, Aztecs, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Gets the first and still running.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Fights through the tackler. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, he makes the catch! And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. And the Blue Devils keep the football on the move. There's the handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Blue Devils have first and 10 here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking for some space. It's Moore. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The defense drops him for a loss. It went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch!
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Aztecs will have to punt this one away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Little. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made in space. Look out. We make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? That's reeled in. It's Sutton. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Grab down the middle. It's Adams. And the Aztecs are going to keep this drive moving. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Makes a quick catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. That's caught. It's Sutton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's an out route. The catch made. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On second and goal, I hand it to him again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. And the Selects were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pass complete on the crosser. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to scramble now.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Little. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35. And he clocks the ball to have a chance here for a long field goal try before halftime.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
The Blue Devils will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the single back takes the handoff. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Receiver in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught by the receiver. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Aztecs. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point puts him in front by 1. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. It's second down after that completion. They're going to run it. A quick juke.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Getting set. Here's second down. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass. Catch is made. Inside the 30. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the option play here. He shreds the tackle. The back's got it on the pitch. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. 4-yard line.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They jump on top now here in the fourth. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll run it into the end zone for the 2-point try to build the lead up to 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The San Diego State offense on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. Breaking tackles. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Good enough for the first down to the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looking to throw again. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Off play action. He's looking to throw. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They start the drive with a good throw to the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Grinding away on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Trying to success the formation. It's third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. The first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Protection looked good. The timing between the quarterback and the receiver looked pretty good. Ball was put right where the receiver should be able to make that catch, just unable to hold on.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep downfield to the left. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to chuck it again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here's the second down play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about to line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-tying touchdown, and now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Caught quickly. He'll make it in there. How about that gamble paying off? They go for two, make it, and have the lead here late in the game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Moore. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This playoff game and keeping those championship dreams alive might come down to this possession. Can they produce some points? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Pressure is coming. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.